What's up, YouTube? On this episode of Coddiwomple Overland, we're going to be leaving the MOORE Expo and doing some overlanding in the Mark Twain National Forest. Coddiwomple Overland is proudly powered by Cummins Off-road, home of the Lifetime powertrain. Also in part by Overland Vehicle Systems, Faster Flate, and Trail-Rated Coffee. Be on the lookout for MOORE Expo 2023. If you're looking to support our channel, you can find all of our apparel at Long Creek Overland. We had a great weekend at the MOORE Expo. As great as the weekend was, the highlight was Tim and Susan asking Deb and I, along with Matt and Kara from Ozark Overland Adventures, to sign the dash of their Jeep. This was the first time that we had ever been asked to do anything like this. It was truly an honor. After the show, we hung out with some friends for an extra little bit before heading off onto our adventure. After we left, we made our way south and east out of Springfield towards the Mark Twain National Forest. Within an hour or two of leaving Springfield, we had made it off of Blacktop. I still just can't get over how smooth the suspension is on this Mojave. It wasn't long before we had had enough gravel, and it was time to find something a little more technical. We were definitely hoping for more technical type riding. However, we weren't looking forward to how narrow the trails were going to be. You're probably going to notice a little bit of squeaking in the video. That squeak is coming from some airbags that we put in the back to level things up when we get it completely loaded. I can tell you by the end of this video that they had found their home and had quietened down. By this point, we had also decided to take a little bit of air out of the tires to increase the comfort level on the trail. Not too far from airing down, we figured out that the air down was a good idea. We also figured out here that the rocks in Missouri are as slick as the rocks in Kentucky. After being scared to death by that rock, and a little bit of line adjustment, we made it up with no problem.
You got it.
And knew we had some wind coming at us, so we were trying to get down into one of the valleys to be a little bit protected from the wind that was coming tonight. While the goal of getting down into the valleys was working, what we found were the trails were getting tighter and tighter, and we were pretty much on side-by-side trails at this point. We decided things were just too narrow here and turned around and tried to find a different location to call camp for the night. We was able to find a good place to camp for the night and was able to set up our new Devos light. For its super compact size, it really lights up the whole camp area. While sitting around camp, Kelly decided that he was going to fix some Jiffy Pop popcorn over his jet boil.
Jiffy Pop. This is all I get. That's what I get. Look at that. Look at that.
Is it? Did it burn a hole in the bottom? It got too hot on the bottom.
Yeah, I think I got
it.
It
stinks.
I got a little warm there. That didn't turn out good at all, though, did it?
See what it looks like.
Well, I can smell it. It don't look good. It's not going to look good.
Yeah.
Ew, it smells gross.
Yeah, that didn't turn out at all.
Don't eat that. Because it smells gross.
That's an acquired taste.
That's well, oh, it's still popping.
Yeah.
It's still popping.
That's pretty burnt. I got another one.
Yeah,
It's an acquired taste.
Nothing really happened there real good. Nothing good happened out of that.
Oh, I got a big burnt taste.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Hey, you want that off?
Yeah. That's pretty bad, Kelly.
Well, I don't know what happened there.
That's great.
That did not work out real well.
As Kelly and I sat around the fire discussing what went wrong with his jet boil Jiffy Pop, Deb was taking her turn at fixing Jiffy Pop, but this time it was on the Genesis.
Here's Debbie's. If you remember what mine looked like compared to hers, I'm just saying.
There you go, Kelly.
I don't deserve any. I'm going to tell you right now. I'll just sit here downwind and smell it.
No, that tastes good. Good.
So how's that, Kelly?
Well, that's delicious popcorn right there. Yeah, Debbie, you do good work. Thank you. Wish we wake up to hell.
In true Coddiwomple fashion, we woke up to not so favorable weather. We went ahead and packed up real quick and hit the trail. was getting to be about 11 o'clock in the day. We didn't have very much to eat in the morning because of the weather, and the rain had set in again. We were too close to the iconic Route 66 to not go drive at least some of it. And that's exactly what we did in search of an old-time diner. We managed to stumble right on exactly what we were looking for. We pulled into Flo's Diner.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is really good.
What is that called, Kelly?
Jaeger Schnitzel.
Jaeger what?
I mean, I don't even know what it is, but it's delicious.
After we left Flo's, just like the food we ate, we headed to Uranus.
The general store is where I want to go, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to all of it.
Factory.
Yep, you heard me right. The Uranus Fudge Factory, another iconic stop along Route 66. After finishing up at Uranus, it was time to move on and see what other mud we could find.
Oh, fun and games until you get a Coddiwomple stuck in your anus.
By this time, we had seen all the touristy stuff that we could for a day. It was time to find somewhere a little less populated. I know some of you are going to say that we probably shouldn't have crossed here, but I can tell you for sure, I know that there was a low water crossing here, and we could see all the way down into the bottom of that water where you can't really see it on the camera. As the rain continued down, we made our way further and further into the Mark Twain National Forest, only hoping that the skies would clear soon.
dunked your belly on that one, Bill?
I dunked my belly in that one?
Thank God there's not a river crossing. That's what I was thinking. It might be a little high for that.
As it typically goes with exploring, we didn't make it very far out this Forest Service road before it came to a dead end and we had to turn around. The next area of interest that we made it through was the Montauk State Park. We kept a really close eye on the sky and the radar best we could as we made it down towards the Lower Parker School.
Lower Parker School. There's deer down there. And turkey up here.
Turkeys, deer. What the hell?
And just when we think the rain was about over, another round would hit us again.
Slow down.
I think somebody's cows got out.
I think somebody's cows got out.
Yeah, they sure did.
You think you can get all those put up?
Hey Kelly, do you think we can get all these put up?
We'll carry them one by one and back into the fence.
For those of you who haven't watched the channel before, this is just another page in Deb the Animal Whisperer. As we started to get out and get them headed in the right direction, you can see over there in the field, the owners were actually coming to help. And then we got some really good help along the roadway. This little girl, who apparently belonged to the farm and knew well how to take care of these cattle, made it look easy. She looked like a pro. As the skies started to clear a little bit and the fog began to thicken, we found ourselves again struggling to find a suitable campsite. We again got lucky by finding a site alongside a Forest Service road. Although the rain began to fall again as we made camp, we managed to stay dry during dinner under the OVS 270 awning. The next morning it wasn't raining, but we were covered in a thick blanket of fog. After breakfast and packing up, it was time to get going. The plan for today was continue making our way south and west. We also had to really watch the weather, is because they had some more storms coming in that evening into the night.
See, me picking that road because of the red barn ultimately led us to this road.
Yep. Had it been for you and the red barn.
Yeah. But you can fly on this road.
Yeah.
little hard, didn't you?
Yeah, a little harder than I expected to, actually. I've said it before, and it's worth saying again. You've got to go slow enough to look around and see what's around you. You never know what kind of hidden gems are going to be along the roadside.
Awful close to houses, though.
Yeah. Our next stop will be the pull-tight recreation area for lunch.
Do everywhere else, right?
Do you want one piece of lunch meat or two?
What are you doing?
Blow drying your crash. Right in the water.
That's just the water, a river.
A river, yeah.
Yeah. So, crashed the drone again. I had to go swimming. But we got it.
Oscar's back.
For those of you that watched the Out West series last year, you know that we crashed Oscar at Factory Butte. Well, he's been completely rebuilt and is our backup drone now. we won't fly down in the river.
Yeah, because the branches are too hard to see.
As we generally followed along the current river toward the southwest, we found ourselves in the Pioneer Forest and decided to explore that area a little bit. One of the things that we found unique were these piles of rocks along the road. We couldn't help but to imagine that the possibility of these rocks were from an old wagon road that were moved off to the side. If anybody knows the true history, please let us know. It's got better.
What's that?
I said, well, this just got better.
Too bad.
Spring. The next gem that we would find in the Pioneer Forest was Collie Lake. The trail around the lake was not very wide, and you could tell it obviously didn't get a whole lot of full-size vehicle traffic. That hasn't stopped us many other times before, so we continued on.
best way is to get up here, or where do you go?
Yeah, we'll go here and we'll cross over right over there.
Oh, that's a huge hole, hon.
There
No.
you go. You good, Kel? The further along we went on these old county roads, the narrower they got and the more difficult they got. Now we'll be all right.
Can you see? Huh? I can't either.
Deb says, "Can you see?" I said, "No." She said, "I can't either." I guess we probably would have come out. While neither Kelly nor I were having a whole lot of problems, we were definitely having a whole lot more fun than some of the other roads that we had been on.
Or headstrong.
Well, I drug.
Yeah, you just caught your trailer hitch a little bit.
Yep.
Whole thing, you know, up to the lake, from the lake to here. This is a nice little trail.
Yeah, I wish we had time to explore more of it. After we made it over the hill from Coley Lake, we found ourselves in Big Blair Creek. And this is where we really started having a whole lot of fun. I don't think it's any secret that we love creek crossings, and this area gave us one creek crossing right after another.
that on.
One other neat thing to keep in mind along here is we stayed right on the line of County Road 242.
Crossed it again. This is awesome.
Say again?
All right. The hill climb, they'd be floating on those in that hill climb.
I'm going to tell you this, we will be back to this area.
I think I told you that little taste I had of it with Connor. I was like, no, we're going back. It's time.
On county roads.
Oh, this could be
Man,
interesting.
just saying that sand song.
No, it goes right off into there.
Yeah, but where does it come back out on?
I don't know, we'll go up through there and see. We just deployed the hood monkey. You're doing good, doing good. Yep. We'll show that we're on a county road. Eastern Kentucky ain't got nothing compared to this. Wow.
Yeah, look at all that. Huh.
Sign says, welcome to the backcountry. This area is privately owned. Its trails and trailheads are leased for public use and enjoyment. Please respect the wildlife in fragile areas. Motorized vehicles must stay on designated county roads. Bicycles use on county roads only. Equestrian use on designated trails only. Leave what you find. Take out what you bring. Pioneer Forest.
It's on a bridge.
As we made our way out of the Pioneer Forest, the sun popped out, but that was only false security, and it was fuel for the storms that were sure to come tonight. We decided that this was the time to hit the road and make our way east on back towards home. We've had an incredible week in southern Missouri, and we'll definitely be back. Thanks again for watching Coddiwomple Overland. Until next time, see ya.